It was cold last night. It must have gotten down to 15 degrees, I think it was supposed to go down to. I got up in the middle of the night to stock the fire, and the thermometer in here said 36. But it's not bad now. It's New Year's Day. Happy New Year. Better get up and start the year. Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. Today we are in Woodstock, New Hampshire. I'm up here at the lake up here. It's all frozen over and it's kind of cold to get out on the rivers because they're frozen, but we've got material from the last time we came up here. We thawed the ground out with propane torches, and we got some material, and we brought it back to camp. We're staying at Hancock Campground for a few days. So we need to get some water because we're going to set up the recirculating sluice. That's our plan anyway, back at the camp, and run this material that we got and see what we got for gold in it. But we got to get some water. We're going to need about 10 gallons of water. So we're going to go down to the river and fill up some water, bring it back to camp. Don't go away.
We're out here at Brook and we're going to collect some water so we can run the sluice at the camp today.
I got some water.
There's the new gate, new gated road. There's an old favorite spot of ours.
Well, we're back at the camp. We went out and got some water, and we had to pick up some little more firewood because the cheap firewood I bought was cheap, and being so cheap it let out sparks and put a hole in our new tent right there. So we have a tape that you put over it that it's a special tape. Once you put it on, it never comes off. They sell a protector that clips onto these clips and goes over this whole side all the way over to the vestibule here. It goes from here all the way over to there, and it protects that whole area. And I may get it, keep from putting holes in that and having to tape them. We're expecting snowstorm tomorrow, so I had to tighten up all the guy lines, get everything good. Now I'm going to set a fire outside here, and I'm going to set up the recirculating sluice so we can run that dirt that we got last time at Brook when we thawed it out with the propane torches. So let's get that done. get that going. Okay, we have it pretty much all set up. I put rocks in just to displace some water because it takes a lot of water to fill this up. And once I get it up and running, I'll test the pitch. I've used this so much, I can tell just by looking how it runs. This is a 1,200 gallon per minute pump, and it's perfect for this. This, when I set this up correctly, it catches 95% of the material. I always check the tailings. I've done it over and over, and it's catching 90-95%. So I'm real happy with that. So as you can see, I need more water to get the intake. So I got 4 more gallons, and I got more rocks over there I can use if I have to. So let me get that up and then we'll get it going. We're gonna power this thing with our shoemaker, which is a power pack we use to keep everything charged. And what are you wearing today?
It's a cheeseburger shirt.
I didn't even see that.
Slice of cheese.
You're a cheeseburger. That's crazy. That's crazy, you know.
It is.
Well, this is a little crazy too, but it's beautiful out here. And we want to see what we can get in that gold. So I put a few more rocks in there to get the water level up. And we'll see when I get these other 4 gallons in. Ready? Here we go. Let me put a little bit of dirt in and see how this goes. See how it's running, how it's clearing out. Looks like it's not good right where it is. You know what? Let me put another one in. What do you think? Run a little faster? You think that's okay?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Still, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks perfect right there. So which dirt is this?
Huh? This is the dirt. This is what we got when we melted it with the propane from our last trip. We're going to have to clean it out, let that run for a minute, then we'll do a cleanup.
How cold is that water?
That water's pretty cold. All right, here we go. Here's the material from yesterday. Down to the nitty gritty.
That's my line. Down to the nitty gritty. A little bit chilly out here today. Everything's freezing up as you work with it.
Let me get some clean water.
Well, we tried to go to an area where we thought we might get the best gold, but when you can't move around, we'll see.
How many pans did we do there that day, yesterday?
I don't know. Wasn't a lot because it was cold. We had to defrost it.
You know in there?
Oh, wow. Nice.
We had to defrost to get that out.
I'm actually quite surprised that there's that much in there.
Look at it all. All fine stuff, but
more over there. It's all along there.
this pan has spots on it. I don't know why
Yeah.
pans do that.
That's a lot of gold for that little bit of dirt we dug.
So there you go. That was the gold that we thawed out the ground. Now we got a whole bucket of more we're gonna run while we got this going. We came in the tent to take a break, warm up a little bit because the fire is nice and toasty in here. Got another bucket you see over there by the door. That bucket is classified even further down. There's like 8 or 9 pans of dirt in there, so there should be more gold. So we're gonna run that next and see what we get out of that. All right, we're all set up for another run. I put it all back together. And this bucket is a little bit different because I've classified down to much smaller. The other one was 3/8 and less. This is an 1/8 and less. So I don't have to run this as fast to push the bigger pieces through. So I can lower the pitch a little bit, and I'm going to adjust that right after I start it up and get running. So might as well get to it. The gold's not going to get itself. I got to get it. Okay, we're up and running. I lowered this end. The pitch is a little lower. I'm going to see how it goes here. Put it in. I don't want it to go too fast. That's looking good. I can always lower it more too. I just want to see how it clears out in here. If it clears out, which it seems like it's clearing out, you can see the carpet underneath. I'll put some more in. I got my nice ripples, you can see. and it's coming off the end pretty evenly. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna leave it right there and I'm gonna run it. So here we go.
What you doing?
I'm sluicing.
Yes, we are sluicing. When did we get this material?
This stuff was a while ago, right?
A month and a half, 2 months ago? It's been a while.
Yeah, been sitting around, kicking around. It's been in the garage, and we wanted to do it in the winter. People are looking at us. Like, you've never seen a guy dressed as a cheeseburger sleuth before? Only one winter camp open up here. No, there's two. What's the other one? Something farm up near Gorham.
Longfellows or something?
Not many. Yeah, I don't know. There's two.
I don't know, but it only had a few campsites at it.
Yeah, like 11. This one has like 50. And it was probably half full last night, New Year's Eve. I'm surprised, but hey, when there's only a few places you can really go. I mean, you can't go where you're going to get snowed in. You gotta have, they plow the road in here in the lot, so you can come and do your winter camping and winter sluicing.
There's not too many people around today, though. It's kind of a ghost town.
Yeah, there's a lot of people left. They drank it up last night, who've been hauling till the wee hours of the morning, and then they all got up around 2 and left.
Probably because it was so cold out.
Not us. New Year's Day sluicing. And later on, we're going to make a delicious chicken corn chowder. You're not going to want to miss that. We're all done. We got it run. I tried to get it done quick because I want to save as much energy on the shoemaker, because I got to, in another episode, or the next time, we've got some concentrates. And we're going to use the Desert Fox spiral. My lips are cold, I can't talk. The Desert Fox spiral wheel to get the gold out of the black sands. So I wanted to save some juice. We're all done. We're going to take this apart.
You got to get it out of the sluice before it freezes on you.
Hands. Over here and warm them up before the final panning. gold. I'm already seeing gold, so that's a good sign. That's what we're looking at. The lighting's not the best, the sun's gone down. But there's a lot of little pieces in there. Not some bad little chunky things down there. Yeah, nice pieces. That wasn't too bad for that second bucket. A lot of pieces in there. We'll add it to the collection. We got a nice fire going out here, but I gotta clean up. We gotta clean this up, batten down the hatches because we're gonna get snow tomorrow. And then we're gonna go inside and make a nice chicken corn chowder. So don't go away. Everything's all cleaned up outside, and in the process I spilled water when I was cleaning out the tub on my sneaker and shoe, and it got wet and it got cold. Getting wet when it's cold, because it's below freezing now. Things were freezing out there in the water in the pan and stuff. So my sneaker got wet, and that's what I had to wear. So I had to change into some nice warm socks. So my sneakers are sitting on the fireplace drying out. So I'm drying them out. Nice and toasty in here. What do you think?
Nice.
It's warm.
It's cold out there.
It's cold out there. We're expecting snow tomorrow. And it's nice and toasty in here. Makes you want to just lay down and go to sleep. But I gotta cook dinner. But I gotta wait for my shoes to dry. We're ready to go. We chopped up a bunch of stuff, and we're going to make a chicken corn chowder. This is a hippie chicken corn chowder. First thing we have to do is we need some bacon, because everything's good with bacon. And we need about 6 strips of bacon. So these are cut in half. These are half strips. How many are in there? That's 6. Need 6 more. And I'll put the rest. And we're going to cook that until the bacon is crispy. And we'll be back. Okay, the bacon is crispy. See that there? And that's what we want. So we're going to take the bacon out. I'm going to crumble that bacon up after it cools. But now we're going to leave all that stuff in there, and we're going to take a medium onion and 2 stalks of celery, large stalks of celery, and put them all in there, and we're going to saute those in all that bacon grease in there for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. The onions are done. Take a look at them. See them there? The onions and the celery got a head start. They're in all the stuff. I scraped the bottom of the pan to get all that bacon stuff off. And the next thing we're going to add is a 1/4 cup of flour. going to throw that right in there, and we're going to stir this constantly for about a minute. This is how you make your roux so it becomes a stew. Alright, you don't want it to clump. And you keep that moving for about a minute, stirring the whole time. Okay. Now we're going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic. That's 1. That's 2. Chicken broth. Adding chicken broth. These are 4 cups of chicken broth, if you're following along at home. And we're going to mix that up really good so that you don't have any lumps of flour in there. And we're just going to let that heat up, and we'll be back. Have you followed me so far? We're doing good here. We've got the onions, the chicken broth, done the bacon. Now we chopped up that bacon into pieces. I'm gonna throw that in there. Bacon's going in, right? Now we got 2 cans of corn. That would be 2 cups of corn. And that's about what those are. We'll call it 2 cans, 2 cups. All right. A cup of heavy cream. I want about half of this. A little bit more. We want a little bit of Italian seasoning. Like that, a teaspoon. And then we want to put a tablespoon of hip bee honey. This will give it a touch of sweetness. It's not going to make it real sweet or anything. Just enough to bring all the flavors together. I just drip it in there once around. That's about a tablespoon. Two chicken breasts chopped up into small pieces. Right in there. Three large russet potatoes chopped up into small pieces. Right in there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. We're going to mix that up and give it a good stir. You want to take a look at that? Look at that. Look at that. Now we're going to take we're using the can cooker. That's what this is. It has a hole here so you can seal it, and it's kind of like a pressure cooker, and it has things, it cooks a little bit quicker. But you can use a regular pot. Cook this for about 20 minutes or until the potatoes are soft, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're ready to check it. This has been cooking probably about 40 minutes. It's been cooking slow. We let it simmer. The potatoes should be done. Take that, seal. Look at that. That smells really good. The potatoes are soft, and that looks done. So we're gonna move that up to here, let it cool. Then we'll be back, put it in a bowl. That smells really good. It's unlike other chicken corn chowders I've had.
You've had chicken corn chowder before?
Not like this.
I've never had chicken corn chowder.
Oh, chicken corn chowder? Well, no, actually. But it sounded good.
I want to make sure you get your fair share.
And we saved a little bit of bacon as a garnish. Like that. Look at that. We're going to bring this over to the table and try it out. Here we are. Now, ready for the big moment.
Well, first of all, it's pretty hot.
It's hot. I think it tastes just like you would expect. Corn chowder with chicken in it, with a little extra bacon kick.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Really thick too, thick and creamy. That's excellent.
Excellent. We're going to eat this. We'll be back.
Howdy ho.
Howdy doody. We just got cleaned up after dinner, and I thought that was one of the best corn chowders, chicken corn chowder. What did you think?
I thought it was excellent. I couldn't stop eating it. I went back 3 times. It was good.
It was really good. I would highly recommend making that. I'm going to make that again. One of my all-time favorite soups, or chowders as they call it, right there. Yep. And you wanted a cheeseburger.
I wore this shirt all day thinking I might get a cheeseburger for dinner. But the chowder was good, so.
I took the hint.
Maybe tomorrow.
We had cheeseburgers on the 4th of July, I think.
Did we?
We did. With the cupcake wrapper fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
We finally got a chance to run the material that we got off the river when we melted it with the propane. And I was surprised at how much gold was in there. Yeah. Because that was a half a bucket of 3/8 classified material. We then ran another full bucket of 1/8" classified material and found almost just as much gold as we did in that first bucket.
Yeah.
It was comparable. You've seen it. It might have been a little bit more in the larger bucket, but
yeah, we did great for that amount of material.
So that spot, it might be spring before we go back there. What did you think about melting the stuff with propane? And it got the job done.
Yeah.
When, you know, it was
I'd do that for half a bucket of material. Why not? You got to get the gold.
Got to get the gold. So I guess that's about it for this episode. We thank you for watching and coming along and joining us on our adventures. We're supposed to get snow tonight. And who knows? It's supposed to be windy and maybe freezing rain. So if you want to see what happens to us and see if we get flattened by snow, tune in next Wednesday, 7:30. Every week we upload a video. So until next time,
peace.
Peace.